Hello and welcome to another video from me, Rough Swordsman Wargamer. This time, as you can see, we are having a go at DVG's Corsair Leader. And this places you in command of a US Navy or US Marine squadron in the hostile skies of World War II in the Pacific. I'm playing an 8-day mission with, as usual, my quota of misplays, although this time it's mainly my maths. This game's a little more involved, but again, a great game for us new to solitaire wargaming. Hope you enjoy it. So here we go with DVG's Corsair Leader. Okay, here's the setup. Just to let you know that when I play this game, I always do it randomly. I pick my squadron randomly using a little app that I found on Wargaming, which also takes into account any sort of extra aircraft purchase, SO points and that sort of thing. I'll leave a link in the description if it's of use to anybody. The reason being, I feel that unlike games such as Warfighter, where you're picking a specific team to do a specific mission, here you're just given who's available. You're given a squadron and you get on with it. So that's my rationale behind it. Anyway, so let's have a look at what the app picked for me. Jacob Tan. Now Jacob was a newbie. I don't have newbies in my squadron. I always pay the points and promote them to green, so there's no newbies in the squadron. Just gets it a bit more sort of oomph. Chris Severs, Emery Gallant, Weasel Wasserman, Garcia in the B-25, Kevin Puffy Caldwell, Charlie Field, Matt Ryder, Black Shoe Benson, and I do have the Aces expansion, and I always use an ace. And as you probably know, if you've got the game, you pick one of the average pilots and then take an ace who's flying the same plane. What I do is I pick what I think is the sort of weakest average pilot, pull out all the cards of that type, of that plane, and then randomise that. And I end up with Donald Aldrich. You may have also noticed that I use sleeves for my planes. Again, if you've got this game, you'll know, or if you're thinking of getting it, you'll find out that there's a ton of cards, and each pilot has 3 cards which are double-sided, and I've seen people play the game and they've got the cards on the table and they're all sort of all over the place. I just tend to like it a little bit more tidy, so I just keep them in these sleeves, and they're easy enough to change over when they get promoted. We are doing the Rabaul mission. We're doing the medium length one, so that's 8 days. I've taken all the points, extra points for randomising, taken off the planes, taken off the skills. I tend to use just the one skill, which is agile. And again, in earlier YouTube videos, the guys were saying you could only use that one skill on that one pilot because there was only one in the game. And I think that turns out to be a sort of printing compromise that DVG did. They have subsequently said that you can print off as many as you like, as long as you just give that one skill. They can only have one copy of that skill. So I tend to use just the agile skills. I have a house rule of no more than 4 per skill. And you have to pay for them, remember, so you can't go bonkers with them. So the skill I tend to use is agile, which is the one where you can throw 2 dice and evade without being suppressed. So I think that's about it. I think we're ready to go, everything's set up. So wish me luck, and we'll see you on the table. Hello, and here we are ready to start day one of the mission. Here's our crew already kitted out. So let's get going. Right, I think we're ready for turn one. But before we do, if I may, I'd like to start giving occasional shout outs to YouTubers that have inspired me not only to do this, but have renewed my interest in this wargaming malarkey. And the first one I'd like to give a shout out to is one called No Enemies Here. Now, No Enemies Here does a weekly video on wargaming news. And if you're new to this hobby, I highly recommend you go along and check him out and subscribe, because he'll do things like items on reviews, items on playthroughs, who's doing playthroughs, what games are coming out, what's on Kickstarter, interviews with developers and the like. And he's quite funny to boot. So get along to No Enemies Here and tell him Rough Swordsman sent you. Right, so here we go. Rabal. Here's what we're doing. We're doing the 8-day mission, the medium mission. We have a recon of 1, which means we can only draw 1 from the target deck, and an intel of 2 bandits, which means during the intel air defense adjustment phase here, we have to draw 2 bandits, and if we're unlucky, they go in the center along with anything else that the mission says. All the mission cards that relate to this map are of course in that deck. And the last thing is there's a little thing called Stronghold, which says until you destroy target 41, which is the harbour, shuffle destroyed airfield type targets 17, 18, 19 and 20 back into the target deck. The rationale I suppose there is that while the harbour's around, the ships can keep supplying and bringing material to repair and resupply the airfields. I think that's how that works. So there we are. Right, we'll just pop that there. One last thing to do is to shuffle the target deck. Whoop. There we are. Quick shuffle. And the same with the event deck. Right. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Oh, that'll do. Right, so let's commence with day 1, mission 1, and see what Lady Luck gives to us. Oh, cruiser. 4. We've got to destroy, get 4 hits on it. It's number 33, so we'll pop that on there. This is probably for my benefit, if not for yours, if I can find it. There it is, right up there. 4 planes, 1 sight in each approach, 2 in the target, and 2 bandits in the target. VP victory points 3, and the recon moves 1 to the right, which is good, but it's a naval mission. And naval missions are a little bit more awkward because they have to use the naval sites, which are a bit more substantial than the normal sites. So anyway, let's see how we get on. Draw target card, select target, done. Determine and place sites. So we now use the old naval sites. So we need 2 in each approach. And 2 in the centre. Crikey. Oh my God. Right. Let's have a look. This is a 1-inch gun. They're the same on both sides, these ones. That's another 1-inch gun. They can only attack low. Another 1-inch gun. Ah, right, we've got a couple of nasties here. We've got this one, which is a 40mm. Can only attack, it's got a range of 0, but it can attack high and low. So any planes in that area can be attacked. And then we've got a couple of these. One's a 4-inch, one's a 5-inch. Here's the 5-inch, and as you can see, it has a little number 1, and that means it's got a range of 1 and attack high and low. And it's got some nasty stats on it, and the same with this one. So we'll see how we get on. Assign pilots. We've got 4 of them. We need to take 4 hits. We'll give 4 hits to that. So I think what we'll do is we'll take our leg end, our legendary, because he is +3 on air to air. He also has a couple of skills, which I may not have mentioned, comes with him. No escape. If he's tailing a bandit, he gets a +2 on his attack roll, and still got it. If he uses a gung-ho, and these are very useful, you use these to nullify a good throw from the bandit that might cause you a damage or destroy you, or to give yourself a good throw, a throw of 10. You then turn it over, and it says gung-ho used, but this still got it means Aldrich can throw a D10, and if he gets 8 or more, he turns it back. He also has the situational awareness, which turns him from a slow pilot, which he is, into a fast pilot for that turn. So he gets to attack first, and he can also attack in the slow pilot attack phase as well. So that's Aldrich, good. Who else? We need a bomber. Where's our... there he is. Excuse me. We'll take Benson, Black Shoe Benson. He's our only dive bomber. Now, he has the gung-ho, but he has a +3 air to ground. Now, he's going to come in, normally they come in high, and then dive bomb into the target, and for that he gets another +2. So he gets a +5 for his first bombing attack. So that's 2. We're going to have to take another bomber, I think, because he's going to take a 1,000-pounder, which can only do 3. So I'm going to take another bomber. I don't really want to take our B-25. I want to save him. So let's have a look. Look. All right, we'll take Chris Severs as our other bomber, because he has a +1 air to ground, and he has the agile skill, which I talked about, which means when a bandit attacks, he can evade, and normally when you evade, you throw 2 dice, pick the lower one, but have to take a stress. With the agile, you throw 2 dice, pick the lower one, but don't take any stress, so that's very handy. So that's that, and we need another escort, I think, and we're going to take Matt Ryder. He has a +2 air to air, the gung-ho, and the agile. Right, that is it. Arm the aircraft. So these are our bombers here. So 1,000-pounder Benson can take, and that's my favourite. I'm going to use a 1,000-pounder. You can see it does 3 damage, has a weight of 2, so 5, 6 is 1, 7, 8, 9 is 2, and 10 is 3 damage. So that's his lot though, and Severs can only take up to 500, so I'm going to use a couple of 500-pound bombs, and those aren't so powerful, of course. They have a weight of 1, so he can take 2, but he needs a 7 at least. 7, 8, 9 will cause 1 damage, and a 10 will cause 2. So we'll see how we go, but he can have 2 of those. That's it. Right, here we go. Draw target bound event card. Now that's the top bit. Keep this card. When a pilot suffers a missing in action result, instead return the pilot to your squadron with +2 stress. Okay. Thank you very much. I'll just put one of my little cubes on there on the top bit to tell me that that part of the card is active. Place aircraft. Right. These are coming in high. We've got this thing. This has got a range of 1, as has that. This one hasn't. So these two are going to be popping at us, even if we're high. High. He's got to come in low because he's going to be bombing, and you can't swap. You've got to choose at the beginning if you're high or low. Now Benson can come in high because he's a dive bomber, but he's going to be attacked by this as well, and that one. Good grief. Right, and these two. Determine and place bandits. Now, what have we got? We're going to have 2 bandits in the middle. Let's see how we get on. we get a -1 and a no bandit. There we go, a no bandit and one with a -1 adjustment, which means we take off 1. You'll see when we do the dogfight. So that's not too bad, but, the next thing is Intel Air Defense Adjustment, and this is this +2 bandit thing. So we've got to draw for 2 more bandits, and we just got to hope that the luck is with us. So we're going to mix up, and 2. No bandit. Oh, no bandit. So 2 no bandit. We've just got the 1 bandit. That's good. But we've got these blooming things that will be taking pops at us. So, don't count our chickens yet. Okay, this is the first mission, and we are still pretty weak. Okay, here we go. Draw over target event card. That's the middle one. For every 2 S points you spend, remove 2 sites of your choice. Oh, you are joking. So, we could remove these. Spend 4. Yeah. What do you reckon? Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Yeah. Yeah, you would. So, oh, let's put this down. We're doing number 33. I haven't put that down there, just putting it on the old log. We start with 20. So that means I'm going to be using, where is it? 4. So we'll take 4 away at the moment. That leaves us with 16. But I can't turn that down, can I? Because that's, yeah, right. Remove 2 sites of your choice. Yes, that's what it says. Goodbye. Yeah. And that gets discarded, but we're going to put it face up. So if we meet it again, I know we've been through the deck and I've got to shuffle it again. Right. So that's a missing in action. Right. Oh, I feel a bit more optimistic now. And it's a -1 bandit. We should be fine, boys. Let's get this one out of the way. Place turn counter on the turn 1 box. Yes, it's on the turn 1 box. Here we go then. Right, poor old Severs, though, is going to get it from this one. So we're going to move in. And then this bandit is going to move in. And I'm going to have it engage Aldridge because he's our best pilot. And that is the end of the turn. Turn 2. Dive bomb. No, dive bomb. Don't. Not yet, Benson. Fast pilots attack. Now, we don't have any fast pilots, but Aldridge does have his situational awareness, which he's going to use now, which will turn him into a fast pilot. So he can attack in this phase now, and he is attacking this bandit. I'm just moving these over here along with the sight because I want to put this here. I'm not sure if it makes any difference, but fingers crossed. Right, the first thing we do as we are attacking is to choose our manoeuvre. And I normally use in my sights. So we'll do that. And it says here I have to add on my air-to-air, which is 3, and take off the enemy air-to-air, which is -1. Now, there are a lot of negative number malarkeys going on with this dogfight thing. You just have to be on your toes a bit, that's all. So, +3, -1 means I'm +4 on my manoeuvre success. That's right, isn't it? See? Maths. +4 in my sights. I get a 6 +4 is 10. +2 attack for me. So, now, friendly attack resolution. I had to add mine and take his off again. So we add 3, but he's a -1, so I add 1, that's 4, and I get +2, that's 6. +6. Come on. 3 +6, and he just is 9. Now his guns are 8, so we have to throw more than 8, and we did just with the 9, so he is gone. So he also gets one of his little stars crossed out, and if we get 5 of those, we get an extra victory point. So that's that. So we can get rid of that, but now we're in the next bit, which says sights and bandits attack. Well, there's no bandits, but we've got this sight. Let's move those across here. And this sight is attacking poor old Severs. So this has stats of 3, 6 and 9. 3 for 5 for a stress, 6, 7, 8 for a damage, and 9 plus for a destroy. Okay, now Severs has got the agile, remember, so he can throw 2 dice and pick the lower one without getting a stress. Here we go. We get a 9. Don't panic, because his other one was a 1, and that's a miss. There you go. You can see why I love the agile. So he's missed. Nothing else to fight, so that's gone. We can't use that. So now we move in. Sorry about that. My phone went all malarkey. So I've moved in. We've moved the counter. So that's it. We're starting the next turn. Dive bombers dive to low. So Benson has to dive to low. But it does mean he is now, along with Severs, liable to be attacked by this. So we'll see which one he's attacking, because the next thing is Sights and Bandits attack, because there's no fast pilots. And we can't attack them anyway because we're at high. These could, but it's not their turn yet. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. So Benson is the one being attacked. He has no agile, so it is just the 1 die. They need a 3, 6, 9s. Oh, crikey. And they get a 2. My goodness, what luck. That's a miss. That's it. We're bombing. So, Benson is bombing. Now, does he use his gung-ho? What do you reckon? This is our first mission. I want to move. Do we want to waste the gung-ho, or should we take a chance? We need, remember, 4 hits. He does get a +5. That means he only needs 5 or more to get 3 hits. Should have done these first. Oh, I'm going to use my gung-ho. It's early days. So I get a 10. And that means, with my 5 added on here, that's 15. That's 3 hits. So I know I should have used the other ones first. Used Severs and then see what we had left. But too late. So that is 3. We just need the 1 from these 2 bombs from Severs. Now I'll throw 2 dice. He gets a +1 for each. There's no gung-hos. So we need just 1. Let's see what we get. Oh, 5 +1 is 6. No good. But that was an 8. 8 +1 is 9. That's 1 hit. We get our 4. Thank goodness for that. A bit costly, gung-ho there, but got to be done. Got to be done. So that's it. We now get rid of these. And that's our first mission. All we've got to do now is get home safely, and that's the homebound event card. That's the bottom bit. Oh, keep this card. The next time a pilot suffers a damage result, they suffer +2 stress, then discard this card. Ooh. Right. So we're getting plenty of keep these cards. We'll keep that one there. So they get home safely. That's it. Now, it's the bookkeeping. Record mission outcome. Okay. We didn't use any more SO points, so we are 16. Sorry, I'm a lefty. You probably can't see what I'm writing. Now, the target was destroyed, so we put a big cross, and we get 3 victory points. And I'd like to do a little running total there, just to keep me informed. Adjust recon and all that. The only thing that moves is the recon, but that's off. We're still on 1, but at least we're off. Add target stress. Every mission gets a +2. So, Aldridge gets 2, but he's got a coolness of 1, so he only gets 1 stress. No cool for Ryder, so he gets the full 2. Chris Severs has a cool of 1, so he only gets 1 stress. as does Benson with his 1 call. That's it. Last thing to do is, well, second from last thing, we'll get rid of that. That isn't one of these, so that is gone from the deck. We've got rid of that. And then we just do the experience points. If you fly a mission, you get 1 experience points. Destroy it, you get 2. So 2 each. Matt gets 2, Matt Ryder. There he is. Oh, he only needs 4 to rank up. Severs. Oh no, he only needs 4 as well. Won't put him in. Green. Green, 4. There we go. And 2 for you, Chris. And 2 for Black. They only need 4, the lot of them. Now, Aldrich can't have experience points because he's an ace, but he can give them away. Now, I can give 1 to each, or 2, you know, 1 to, oh, well, I can't. 2 to 1 and 1 each, or 2 to 1, if I'm saying. Now, whoever I give 2 to will rank up. So who am I going to rank up? Black Shoe's already quite good because he's a veteran and he's a +3. So I'll keep him. He's only got to go on 1 more mission, then he gets to legendary. Severs. Oh, I'm gonna go for Matt Ryder because he's average. I'll get a skilled pilot then. Sorry, Severs, but Chris, if you go on another one, you'll get ranked up as well. So I'm going to give Aldridge's 2 XP to Ryder. So Matt gets them there, and with a fanfare. Some people will look at the backs of all of them and pick the best one, and that's fine. But this is how I do it. I just pick one and take my chance. So fanfare as Matt gets promoted to skilled. Ooh. He doesn't get any more gung-hos or anything, but he gets a +3 air to air. So he's up with Aldridge. That's good. Well, that's good. So he goes back to the squadron, promoted, or ranked up, whatever you want to look at it. And what I'll do is cross that out and put, he's now skilled, and he still only needs 4. Well, that's cool. But I will rub out these 4 so I don't think he's got 4, because I do daft things like that. There we are. That's it. Now, the last thing I do is this. I've got this idiot card here, which says flown or resting, and that reminds me. And I put the pilots that have flown up there. Not so important, sort of, when we've only got 1 card to pick. But when we do 2 missions, we can do a primary and a secondary missions. The rules do say you have to pick all the pilots at the same time. Now that confuses me. So what I do is, when I've done the first mission, the primary mission, I stick all the pilots up there that have flown, and I know they can't fly again. I think the reason is that I think they're flown simultaneously, the primary and secondary missions, so of course they can't fly on both missions. But I put them up there, I know they can't fly in the secondary mission. Also, if they're up there after the next day, I know they've had a rest and I can take their stress off. So, for now, I'm going to stick them up there, and that will let me know that they've flown today, and if they're still up there tomorrow, I can take 2 stress off, plus their coolness. So there we are. Right, I think we'll end it there. It's been a bit stressful. First mission out the way though, bit of stress for them as well. Recon move forward 1. I want to get this intel move, so we hopefully will get a mission that will move this up a bit more, a bit quicker. Anyway, hope I played it okay. Hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. It's another great game from DVG. A bit more involved than, say, the other ones maybe that I've been playing, but still very accessible. So, if you have enjoyed it, please consider, I say it every time, please consider subscribing and pushing the bell, which will let you know when I do upload these nutty videos. And thank you once again, all my subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, this has been day 1, mission 1 of a playthrough of DVG's Corsair Leader. See you in the next one. So take care and goodbye.